Somewhere beneath the roots of the world, 3 women are carving your death into the bark of a tree. They have already finished. A wanderer who tore out his own eye, just to see further. A hammer forged with a handle too short, on purpose and by accident. A wolf the size of a storm, waiting on a thin silk ribbon, and a single day already written when every one of them dies. These aren't heroes and villains, they're a family, and the family is doomed. The Norse gods knew exactly how the world would end. They knew who would kill them, and they went to meet it anyway, feasting, fighting, laughing in the dark. Stay to the end, and you'll know every god in the Norse pantheon, Aesir and Vanir, who they rule, and how each one falls. But no god comes first. First, there is nothing. Before time, before earth or sky, there was only Ginnungagap, a yawning, silent void. To the south, a realm of fire. To the north, a realm of ice, and in the middle they met. Where fire kissed melting ice, the first being stirred, a giant. His name was Ymir. From Ymir came the race of giants. Then came the first gods, and they killed him. From his flesh they shaped the land, from his blood the seas, from his skull the dome of the sky. And through it all grew a tree, Yggdrasil. Its roots and branches cradle 9 worlds, Asgard of the gods, Midgard of humans, Jotunheim of giants, realms of elves, dwarves, fire, ice, and the dead. And the gods themselves came in 2 tribes, once at war, the Aesir and the Vanir. The Aesir hold the sky and the sword, power, war, order, kingship. We begin with them. And one figure stands above all the rest, old, one-eyed, cloaked, and always walking. Odin, the Allfather, chief of the Aesir, god of war, death, poetry, and terrible wisdom. That missing eye, he gave it away, dropped it into a well to drink one swallow of hidden knowledge. Then he hanged himself from Yggdrasil. 9 nights, pierced by his own spear, sacrificing himself to himself. And in that agony he glimpsed the runes, the secret letters that hold the powers of the universe. 2 ravens ride his shoulders, thought and memory, flying the worlds to whisper him the news. His spear never misses. His 8-legged horse rides between the living and the dead. He gathers slain warriors into his hall, Valhalla, an army for the day the world burns. Beside him sits his queen, Frigg, highest of the goddesses, mother and seeress. Frigg knows the fate of every living thing. She sees it all coming, and she says nothing. Their son is the thunder, red-bearded, roaring, strongest of them all, Thor. Not a golden prince, a rough, furious defender, the wall between the gods and the giants. His hammer, Mjolnir, is his heart. It shatters skulls and hallows weddings alike. A belt doubles his strength. 2 goats haul his chariot, thunder rolling in the wheels. And out in the deep ocean a serpent waits for him. But we'll return to that. Now the god everyone loved, so bright he gave off light, Baldr, the shining one. Baldr began to dream of his own death. So his mother Frigg went to work. She made everything in creation swear an oath never to harm him. Fire, stone, iron, disease. For fun, the gods hurled weapons at him, and everything bounced away harmless. But Frigg had skipped one thing. Too young, too small. The mistletoe. A trickster carved a dart from it and pressed it into the hand of Baldr's blind brother. The blind god threw. The dart flew true, and the light of the world went out. Baldr sank down to the land of the dead, and will not return until the world has ended. Watching from the edge of heaven stands another, the guardian who never sleeps. Heimdall. He holds the rainbow bridge into Asgard against everything that would cross it. He sees for 100 miles. He hears wool grow on a sheep, born, they say, of 9 mothers. And when the end comes, he lifts a great horn to his lips and wakes the gods to war. Then there is the bravest of them, the god who gave a hand for the good of all, Tyr, god of war and law. When a monstrous wolf had to be chained, it demanded a pledge of trust. Only Tyr stepped forward and laid his hand between its jaws. The chain held, the hand did not. The others of the Aesir are quieter, but no less real. Small gods with large meanings. Bragi, god of poetry and eloquence, the honeyed voice of the feast hall. His wife, Idun, keeps the fruits of youth. Without her, the gods themselves grow old. Once a giant stole her away, and the gods withered like autumn leaves, until the trickster stole her back. Vidar, the silent one, god of vengeance, he speaks no word and waits for one purpose. Vali, born to avenge Baldr, grown from infant to warrior in a single day. And Forseti, calm god of justice, who settles every quarrel in a hall of gold and silver. But one figure sits among the gods who was never truly one of them. Loki, son of a giant, sworn blood brother to Odin, neither god nor giant, something in between. Forget what you think you know. He is not Thor's brother. He belongs to no one. A shapeshifter. He has been a salmon, a fly, a mare who gave birth to Odin's horse. Charming, clever, cruel. He solves the gods' problems and causes far worse ones. For it was Loki who carved the mistletoe, Loki who guided the blind god's hand. And with a giantess he fathered 3 children who are not gods at all, but monsters. For that the gods bound him in a cave beneath a serpent that drips burning venom onto his face. There he writhes, and the earth shakes, until the day he breaks loose for revenge. Now cross to the older gods, the other tribe, the Vanir. If the Aesir are war and sky, the Vanir are the earth, fertility, wealth, the sea, and deep magic. Long ago these 2 tribes went to war. It began with a sorceress the Aesir tried to burn. 3 times they burned her. 3 times she rose from the ash. Neither side could win, so they made peace and traded hostages. And 3 Vanir came to live among the Aesir forever. First, the father, Njord, god of the sea, of wind, safe harbors, and wealth. He married a giantess of the mountains. But she loved the peaks, he loved the shore. Love was not enough. His son is the Golden One, Freyr, god of sunshine, harvest, peace, and prosperity. He owns a ship that folds into a pouch and a boar of gold that outruns any horse. But for love of a giantess, Freyr gave away his magic sword. At the end of the world he will need it. And his sister, perhaps the most powerful of them all, Freyja, goddess of love, beauty, and gold, but also of magic and of death. She flies in a cloak of falcon feathers. Her chariot is drawn by 2 great cats. She wears a necklace beyond price and wields seidr sorcery so potent she taught it to Odin himself. And half of everyone who dies in battle, they do not go to Odin, they go to her. Now back to those 3 children of Loki, the monsters that outgrew the gods. The first is a wolf, Fenrir. He grew so fast, so vast, that the gods trembled to feed him. No chain could hold him, until the dwarves forged a ribbon soft as silk and stronger than the world. Bound now, jaws propped open, he waits, and the prophecy says he will swallow Odin whole. The second child is a serpent, Jormungandr. Cast into the ocean, he grew until he circled all the earth. He bites his own tail beneath the waves. He is Thor's fated enemy. One will kill the other. The third child is a daughter, Hel. Half of her a living woman, half of her a corpse. She rules the cold realm of the dead who fall to sickness and age, a queen of the unremembered. And beneath the world tree sit 3 women older than the gods, the Norns, Verdandi, Skuld. What was, what is becoming, what shall be, they weave every fate. They water the roots of Yggdrasil. And even the gods must obey the threads they spin. Which brings us to the thread the Norse feared most, the one already woven, Ragnarok. The gods know it is coming, the twilight of the gods, the day everything dies. It begins with cold. 3 endless winters, no summer between them. The sun gives no warmth. 2 wolves catch the sun and the moon and swallow them. The stars go out. Fenrir's ribbon snaps. Jormungandr rises from the sea, and the flood follows him inland. A ship of dead men's nails sets sail, and Loki steers it, leading the giants to the final field. From the south rides fire itself, the giant Surt, his sword brighter than the sun. Heimdall lifts his horn one last time, and the gods ride out, knowing they will lose. Fenrir opens jaws that stretch from earth to sky and swallows Odin. The Allfather is gone. His silent son Vidar strides forward and tears the wolf apart. Vengeance, at last. Thor meets his serpent. He crushes its skull, then staggers 9 steps and falls, drowned in its venom. Freyr faces the fire giant with empty hands, the sword he gave away lost forever. He falls. Tyr and a hound of hell kill each other. Heimdall and Loki, old enemies, die in each other's hands. Then Surt swings his burning sword across the 9 worlds, and everything catches fire. The stars fall, the tree burns, and the scorched earth sinks slowly beneath the sea. And that would be the end. But the Norse could not quite let it end. For out of the water a new earth rises, green and clean and unburdened. A few gods survive. And Baldr, the Shining One, walks back up out of the dead. 2 humans hid inside the world tree and lived. From them, everyone begins again. That was the Norse vision. Gods who could die and knew it and stood anyway. Not eternal, not safe, brave because it ends, and beginning again from the ash.